What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today's April 14th, one day before tax day. Hope you guys got your taxes done and you're feeling mighty broke. Hopefully you got yourself a nice little tax refund, but yeah. Haven't seen you guys for about a week, which means this actually makes this a proper weekly recap. What's been happening since I've been gone? Guess we'll start with this one. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Crime never pays. Or does it? Dexter's saying Extra Emily turns her camera around to stream herself driving straight through a red light. The stoplights are really long here. I usually just go past. In case you guys don't know, this is Extra Emily. The last time we talked about her on the channel, it was because she was streaming with some black dude and she was saying the N-word, but it wasn't the N-word. But then later on, she made another clip and she and said nig spot. Okay, all right, if you remember that, Purpose Farm remembers. But yes, we forgive and we forget. You know, people make oopsie whoopsies. We don't think about the times where I guess she's been clipping herself where she talks about how she doesn't want to pay her parents off when she gets super rich, even though she owes them a lot of money. There's been a lot of fiascos that she's just kind of find herself in, and now it's another day, another fiasco for her, and apparently she's ran a red light. Let's look at this clip. It's a 51-second clip.
I better see all the pink. Yes, yes. What's this? Ah! Okay, keep going. Okay, I'm stopping. Okay, we're good. Okay, no problem. That happens all the time. In Austin, you know, like the stoplights here are really long.
Hi,
so
Emily.
usually I just go past.
Pause. Is that true, Austin? Is that how y'all do? Y'all just criminals out there just running red lights? Is anybody from Austin can confirm that everybody in Austin just runs red lights? We just straight up ignoring the law down there. So just for a quick playback, it's kind of clear that she runs the red light because she's not actually paying attention to the road because she's trying to switch her camera from one way to the other. She's trying to invert it, right? So she's not paying attention to the road.
What's this?
So like lots of time. By the time she recognized it and she just said, ooh, like that was plenty of time to break, right? But for some people, you guys might be like, oh, it's just like a little red light, not a really of a big deal, right? Okay. But in any other type of circumstance, okay, there could have been a pedestrian walking here. It could have been a car driving through here. And it could have been led to an accident where somebody died because this happens every single day. So while nothing happening here is really good, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys watching this video who might have a friend or family or know somebody who's been involved in a car accident because somebody was driving recklessly. So this is not something that you're cool with. This is not a ooh ah type situation.
Hi,
So
Emily.
usually I just go past. Thank you, Gibberish, for the prime. Appreciate ya. Why did you? It's fine. It's fine. Like people do that, you know, as long as the
So she said, yeah, she was like, yeah, we do it. We run the red lights. I've done it before. I do it all the time. Like she was just like, if there was a judge, if this was brought to court, right, the judge would be tacking on like additional like months or years or fines because the more she talked, the more worse the situation becomes. Anyway, as you guys can imagine, the entire internet dunked on her. There was like 92,000 likes on this Deserto tweet. I even quote retweeted it and that kind of went viral as well. Everyone's extremely angry because they're like, wow, okay, this girl on Twitch is basically committing a crime. They're not going to ban her. And if they do ban her, it's not going to be a severe ban. This post from Judaeus saying me driving, oops, that was illegal, but it's fine. With a picture of Kirby. Someone else putting the Family Guy clip in here with the Asian woman who's on the highway and says, how much signal I need to turn left? None. I turn now. Good luck, everybody. Some people being like, hey, that's racist because she's Asian, but also, you know, some people have been like, it's kind of like, I guess it also makes sense regardless of the race. It's kind kind of what she's doing is reckless driving. I actually said, hey, I have nothing against Emily, but how does she keep finding herself in these positions of why would you do this? When I say I have nothing like against her, that's not me to say that I support her committing crimes or driving through red lights. It's me that I'm coming from this place of non-bias. I like to approach this situation where I'm just not biased at all. But I'm starting to run into a pattern here where Emily just seems to be clipped nonstop doing things where you would ask why you would do this. Some people believing that she's doing it intentionally on purpose. Some people believing she might be a bit absent-minded. And yeah, the internet's not happy. So after the internet cried about it for about a good 12-18 hours, I believe Extra Emily did get banned here. As you can see, it says Twitch partner Extra Emily has been banned. And then in less than 24 hours, Extra Emily has been unbanned for 1 day and 3 minutes and 24 seconds. So yeah, essentially a 1 day ban for running a red light. Afterwards, I think she went to like a strip club and people were saying like that might have also been ban worthy as well. So kind of like just kind of tacking on some of the things that go against TOS. But yeah, but that's the situation in a nutshell. In my opinion, I do not think a 1 day ban is appropriate. I've been seeing clips of a lot of streamers doing reckless driving with having the phone on, driving without having the seatbelt. I think I've seen Kai Cenat doing that as well. So like it seems like it's small in itself, but like if a person can just literally run a red light and only get a 1 day ban, then just it's not really actually a punishment. It doesn't really harm you. It doesn't stop you from paying attention to the road. It's not really a penalty, right? Think about it in real life, okay? If I ran a red light and the judge said, hey man, you have to pay $30, I'd be like, well, dang, well, I might need to run more red lights because I can afford it, you know? And for a lot of these streamers, yes, they can afford a nice 1 day vacation because maybe they weren't even planning to stream the next day. I don't think the penalty matches the offense. And I think it's also important to remember that a lot of kids watch a lot of these streamers as well, and they will emulate. All right, we say it, we try to like not be like big unc, big bro, we try not to be parental kind of thing because it's not cool, but they will. So they'll watch Kai without a seatbelt and they'll drive without a seatbelt. They'll watch Emily streaming and driving, and then people will also start streaming and driving, and we'll see more accidents, and unfortunately some of them may be fatal. So yeah, I don't think this was executed properly. It's one of those situations where people feel like Twitch is kind of just playing favoritism as usual. So my gang Jared said, yo, Content Cop is returning despite iDubbbz deleting his old videos and saying he doesn't like his old content anymore. Oh my gosh, we're getting the return of iDubbbz Content Cop 2025. Hey, I'm here for it, you know. Bills gotta get paid, right? So this tweet from Yeet Octo 20,000. They've been making rounds on Twitter by showing a lot of different clips similar to like live stream fail, but on Twitter they said iDubbbz is bringing back Content Cop. Some are speculating that his first target will be Ethan Klein. For those of you guys who don't know who iDubbbz is, okay, with the triple B, iDubbbz is a very old school commentary YouTuber. Okay, he used to be one of the most edgiest YouTubers of all times, okay? And if he made a video on you, one of his series called Content Cop, then you were done. You were gonzo. It was kind of like Eminem. You would get eviscerated, okay? If he made a video talking about your content, talking about your character, talking about like what you do wrong, talking about your chin, like if you were leafy, then yeah, the entire internet would cook you, and then you would lose like tens of thousands of hundred thousands of subscribers, and sometimes just fade out into obscurity. Except Keemstar. I think the only person that survived a Content Cop is Keemstar. Anyway, if the word Content Cop sounds familiar, it's because we actually covered a situation with Ethan Klein, another old school commentary who's still in the game, who used the concept of Content Cop to kind of like go against, what's his name? Hassan Piker. If you guys basically don't know, Content Cop, that word is essentially, it's a YouTube relic, and it represents that I'm coming here and I'm going to expose someone, and it's going to be like this crazy 1 hour documentary, and then you're going to hear that what we do is go back. Okay, like I'm chronically online, so if you still don't understand what I'm saying at this point, that's good for you, okay? But something tells me you might find out sooner or later. Let's look at this little trailer that he put here really fast. What we do here is go back. April 16th, that's in 2 days. That's on Wednesday. So So he's back, and I think a lot of people were kind of confused, right? Because iDubbbz has undergone a transformation. So here's his channel, iDubbbz TV. He has over 7 million subscribers, okay? And if you look at some of his more recent videos, you can see here, excellent meme, Mr. President, Creator Clash is back, Pickle Pickle Goose Goose, your body, my birth vessel. He's become a bit of a commentary type channel for very random things, actually. I have not been keeping up, but he's been kind of going into new types of territory. But back in the day, which I believe he removed a lot of his content cops, which I actually can't even find anymore. But I was looking things by popular, like the most popular videos were his content cops, so they're kind of gone. But he was just kind of just this edgy dude who would say every word. He would be like very pro, you can say every word, including the N-word. And yeah, then he made a video apologizing, taking a step back, saying hey, he feels bad for the audience that he created based on his old edgy content. He started making new content. He started doing Creator Clash. He started kind of falling out of favor. But hey, Mans is still here and he's ready to come back with content comp. Some people also wondering maybe he's going to content comp himself. Who knows? Some people are like, look, if you're going to come back, you better attack Asmongold. Some people are like, you better attack Hassan Piker. You better attack Ethan Klein. You better attack the person I hate the most. I'm just here honestly for the entertainment and the tea. I'm looking forward to it. Keep the internet nice and entertaining, and I will let you guys know what drops. We'll definitely probably watch whatever he drops together. Speaking of chronically being online, we got to talk about this just really quickly. Okay, MrBeast is under attack again for helping people and saving lives. If you guys look at this thumbnail here, from this guy says, this is weird behavior, white savior complex, and it's an actual video by MrBeast that's titled Rescuing Child Slaves in Africa. And you got MrBeast in the middle, and then you got the child slave on the left carrying a bag of bricks. And then on the right, he's nice and educated. It looks like he's practicing trigonometry and algebra. That's a genius kid. You got him studying actual freaking what? ABC? Nah, there's no way he can do the Pythagorean theory at the age of 7. That's credible. Wow, how did you do that, MrBeast? I also like to point out, because this is kind of bothering me, but what the hell is going on with like his face, like his eyes? Like, is this like his eyes? Did you do this on purpose, Jimmy? Because the eyes look a little strange, and maybe that's the reason why you did it. Something's going on here. Something's kind of catching me off guard. I see something. Comment section saying things like, for real, like, why is he pandering to children? Not only weird, but like, did he? Shit, you know? Skull emoji, question mark. Seriously, philanthropy should not cross the race barrier. There should be whites only and blacks only food kitchens, and these kids should be returned to slavery until an African person frees them, not a white person. Praise emoji. Hopefully he takes it back and puts the kids back into slavery. It's the least he can do. Outside of the sarcastic comments, people are saying, God forbid someone does something good. This guy's saying, yeah, you're right. I'm 100% sure those kids wanted to stay as slaves because the main concern going through their brains is the skin color of the person who saved them. The whips for being too slow are all worth it as long as they're not saved by a white man, right? Question mark. Jimmy then responded to like the controversy, because this happens every time. Every time MrBeast drops a video where he helps people, right? You know, like whether it's curing blindness, but we're helping people who can't see, we're helping people who can't hear, we're helping people who can't talk, whatever he helps somebody, right? Like then this conversation comes up about, is he the Antichrist? He replied and said, my 2 worst performing videos this year are the ones where I help people. Just thought I'd share this because some people think I just do it for views, but I would get way more views if I didn't help thousands of people walk and give away 1 million meals. People would also hate me less, LOL. Doesn't matter though, I'm gonna keep doing it because I'm the most subscribed YouTube channel in the world, and I believe using my platform to inspire people to do good is important, and I also like making these kinds of videos. So he's showing here like his videos here, the watch this video to feed, and I helped 2,000 people walk, and the 21 million, 24 million over the first 22 hours. Good freaking lord. Like the one with Ronaldo was at 50 millions in less than 24 hours. This guy is just, that man just throws up numbers for fun. Anyway, I think I've had the same opinion about this situation, is that I think I would prefer people who are rich and successful to do more helping than less, right? I mean, if I'm one of these people who are randomly selected by a random rich person around the world to be helped, I am pretty grateful for them. And also, if it sets a precedent for other rich people around the world to do the same thing, then I'm all for it. Again, we just talked about the whole situation with ExtraEmily and how that can set a precedent for people like driving recklessly. And then people who look up to MrBeast and be like, hey, he helps people. Maybe I should also try to help people as well. Okay, maybe offline and online, but I can maybe try to pick up on some of his habits of philanthropy, looking around the world and seeing what I can do to do better. I do know this always leads to a more convoluted conversation when it comes to making content around poor or homeless people or people who are not able to take care of themselves, and it becoming video footage, which is, I guess, it's been around since like the beginning of time, right? But like, no, it also creates the conversation of race, okay? When he's helping people in Africa and it's like a white man saves black kid. Wow, like white savior type stuff. I get it. I know that there's more nuance to it as well. I just see it as a net positive. And I think if we keep trying to shun like people in power to be doing things that are good for people who don't have any, then I think it will make the world a not so better place. I think that's the best way that I can explain it in one sentence. Holy moly, guys, we have a lot of announcements for new shows, new games, new TVs, new film. We have a lot, and it's really big deals. Okay, this one, welcome to the entertainment part of the channel. And I think I also got to talk about some Trump tariffs as well. But let's get into some good old classic consuming of some good old TV, film, or an anime, bro. Rise said, hey, another Ghost in the Shell anime and JoJo Part 7 be announced. Oh my god. I heard about the new JoJo Part 7 being announced. I didn't know that there was another Ghost in the Shell anime, like legit, like the old school Ghost in the Shell. It says here, yeah, the Ghost in the Shell, based on the manga Ghost in the Shell 2026. I gotta go give this a new rewatch. I don't know if you guys have done this yet, but if you're into anime or any movie or any show, to be honest, that you used to really love, watch it again, okay? If it's been a very, very long time, I'm not a huge fan myself of watching reruns. I don't know why that is. I always feel like I have to consume like new content because otherwise it'd be a waste of time. But if you go back and watch some of your favorite stuff, like it's been a long time, you're going to catch a lot of new things, and it might you're going to understand things differently. At least I know that I have. My gang's enter saying, hey, Omni, can you wish me a late happy birthday, question mark. The biggest news was that Steel Ball Run anime adaptation was finally announced on my birthday. Yes, Zender Ender, I can wish you a late happy birthday. So wait, here's the design for the new JoJo. It looks like it's going to be some... Happy birthday, Ender. I'm just messing with you. But yeah, it looks like these are going to... Is this like a cowboy? What's going on? That person has a belt with fingers pointing to the crotch? Oh, man. If you're kind of new to the JoJo life... Oh my god, everything is a JoJo reference. It's a cult classic, and it's a cult classic for a reason. There's a part 7 for a reason, because it is just... It's one of the GOAT of animes. There's nothing like it, and I to be honest, it's not for everybody. Okay, if you're not like lost, if you don't like things that are kind of quirky and weird, and if you don't not into that, then you might not like this. But if you're into like very just strange, supernatural, what in the world is going on? But also, it does make sense if you kind of like lock in. This is absolutely perfect for you. Isaac Wolf said, hey, I don't have any direct news to share, but I figured I could mention this show. It has folks from the Full Metal Alchemist, Ghost in the Shell, and Attack on Titan on it, and it's great. What do you mean, bro? FMA? I just got finished watching Brotherhood again on Netflix. I rewatched it. So good. Ghost in the Shell, we just talked about that, and Attack on Titan. How you got so many powerful people working on this? Netflix never promoted it. It's on Netflix now, and I feel it deserves more of a spotlight. It's called Moonrise. It's on Netflix. It came out 4 days ago, and it's only on Netflix. So I'm definitely going to have to give this a shot, because I mean, FMA, Ghost in the Shell, and Attack on Titan are all kind of like legendary anime. Like that's a very strong resume. So I'm very surprised there was no marketing for something like this. I also had a friend at the gym. He told me about this. He said you might want to catch this anime called Moonrise. It just came out. My friend told me about it and it's pretty good. So I might have to peep. I got a lot I need to peep. I'm going to make some time for it. I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. But what I still haven't peeped, Scoff saying all the hate that Devil May Cry anime is getting. So Devil May Cry has an anime on Netflix, Devil May Cry, the popular video game franchise with your boy Dante, and yeah, people were hating on it. My gang Mighty Keith, aka Mighty Black Nigga, he said the new Devil May Cry on Netflix is some absolute shit butt ass. And then I said, hey, you know, if you saying this, I know it's goated. Okay, I don't usually trust Keith's takes. I don't know. Keith's takes be a little weird. Sometimes he the type of dude, in my opinion, where he likes something and I watch it, it ain't that good. And when he says it's not that good, I'd be like, oh, you know, this might actually be peak. It's always the opposite with him when I feel like, because you know why? Because he hasn't watched and read and played like some really, really like classic stuff. So I kind of judge what he's thinking. But I mean, a lot of people seem to feel the way that he feels. He also replied and said, this is why I dislike you blacks. In case you guys don't know, both me and Keith are both racist. Okay, that means we hate each other equally. All right, because of the color of his skin, I hate him more than if he was any other color. So yeah. But it looks like season 2 has already been announced. So I don't know. What's the Rotten Tomatoes on this bad boy? Oh man, okay. It has a 96% tomato score. That's almost 100. That's really high, but a 64% rating popcorn. What do you mean? So the average person didn't like it, but like 25 random reviewers thought it was like the best thing since like, I'm confused. What I've been hearing is that if you're not a fan of Devil May Cry or you've never heard it and you kind of walk into this, you'll be like, oh, this is kind of nice. But if you're the type of person who really like, you know, the lore of it, I've heard that it kind of like deviates in a way that some people kind of like dislike. So that's an interesting tomato score, to be honest. I would definitely give that one a watch. I don't know if Devil May Cry is good. I was watching this new show by Shonda Rhimes. It was like this mystery detective show, and it was like starring one of the women from Orange is the New Black, and it was kind of like a murder mystery thing. I love murder mysteries, but I absolutely hated it. It was good for like the first 1 or 2 episodes, and then I felt like it got long and drawn out, and then I started getting bored. I felt like it got redundant, and I was like, what is going on with this show, right? This has definitely got to be a flop, right? And I'm really good when it comes to rating shows. Like I'm pretty accurate. I feel like I'm a critic. I kind of know. I checked out the Rotten Tomatoes and that joint had like a 95, 96%. And I was like, what am I smoking? So I might be one of those people who would have given it a very low score on the popcorn meter. But then I guess some reviewer who is, I guess, officially a part of the Rotten Tomatoes club can say, yeah, it's a 100%, you buffoon. And hey, man, I guess different strokes for different folks. All right, guys, so that's today's video. I'll probably have another one for you guys on Wednesday. Okay, I might be streaming for some time throughout the week as well. Okay, I love you. I'll get out of your hair. Okay, subscribe if you guys want more. If you guys enjoy the content, I'll catch you guys later. All right, take it easy. Peace.